Welcome to What You Missed Today from Voice of Emirates, an AI-powered daily news bulletin where we bring you a concise roundup of the top stories we have covered since this morning. From local, Arab and international news to economy, entertainment, sports and lifestyle. I'm the virtual presenter for Voice of Emirates. Now, let's begin with the highlights of what you may have missed today. The United Arab Emirates has expressed its solidarity with Syria following a deadly collision between two passenger buses on the Damascus-Deir ez-Zor highway. The Ministry of Foreign Affairs extended its sincere condolences to the families of the victims as well as to the Syrian government and people, while wishing those injured a speedy recovery. The UAE reaffirmed its commitment to supporting brotherly nations during times of hardship. The inaugural Al Ain Rutab Festival has officially opened at Sarouj Park in Al Ain under the patronage of His Highness Sheikh Hamza bin Zayed Al Nahyan. Organized by the Abu Dhabi Heritage Authority, the festival runs until July 31st, celebrating the UAE's agricultural heritage through date competitions, cultural activities, and family events. Organizers say the festival aims to support local farmers, promote high-quality produce, and preserve the nation's deep-rooted connection with the palm tree. And from the international news, the commander of U.S. Central Command reportedly advised President Donald Trump to halt military strikes on Iran after concluding that the campaign had achieved its objectives. According to media reports, the military assessment found that the operations had reached maximum effectiveness and that further strikes were unlikely to deliver additional gains. U.S. officials said forces remain on high alert while closely monitoring developments in the region. China has intensified its diplomatic efforts to restart negotiations between the United States and Iran, urging both sides to return to dialogue and reduce regional tensions. Beijing says diplomacy remains the only effective path to resolving outstanding disputes and restoring stability. The renewed push comes as international mediation efforts continue amid concerns that prolonged tensions could further destabilize the Middle East. Iran has confirmed that communication with the United States is continuing through intermediaries and established diplomatic channels. Foreign Minister Abbas Araghchi said the exchanges are aimed at managing differences and reducing tensions, stressing that ongoing dialogue does not mean compromising Iran's national security or its core principles. The remarks come as diplomatic efforts continue to ease tensions between the two countries. And from the political news, Lebanon's foreign minister has reaffirmed that the government's top priority is to ensure that all weapons remain under the authority of the state, including the disarmament of Hezbollah. He said the move is essential to strengthening national sovereignty, restoring stability, and reinforcing state institutions. The remarks come amid ongoing political divisions, as Hezbollah continues to reject calls to surrender its weapons, describing itself as a resistance movement. New reports have renewed speculation over the health of Iran's supreme leader, Mojtaba Khamenei, following his prolonged absence from public events. Iranian officials say he is recovering from injuries sustained during the attack that killed his father and that his condition is stable, while insisting his continued absence is primarily due to security concerns. The lack of public appearances has fueled widespread speculation about his health and the balance of power within Iran's leadership. A Romanian Air Force F-16 fighter jet has intercepted and shot down a drone that violated the country's airspace, marking the third such incident in just a few days. The aircraft was destroyed over Romanian territorial waters after being detected by air defense systems. Authorities described the repeated incursions as a serious security concern, as Romania and NATO continue to strengthen surveillance along the alliance's eastern border. And from the business news, Dewa International has held high-level meetings in Paris with leading French energy companies, including EDF, Engie, and Total Energies, to explore joint cooperation in global energy and water projects. Led by Saeed Mohammed Al Taya, the discussions focused on renewable energy, clean technologies, water infrastructure, and sustainable utility solutions. The initiative supports Dewa International's strategy to expand globally while exporting Dubai's expertise in energy and water services. Jordan has announced that all textile and apparel exports to the United States will be fully exempt from customs duties under the new reciprocal trade agreement signed between the two countries. The deal also reduces tariffs on other Jordanian goods to 10%, strengthening Jordan's competitive position in the U.S. market. Officials say the agreement is expected to attract new investments, expand exports, and create more job opportunities in the kingdom's industrial sector. Escalating security tensions in Niger are raising concerns over the future of the country's oil industry, a key pillar of its economy. Armed attacks and expanding conflict zones are increasing risks to oil infrastructure, production, and export operations. Despite the challenges, authorities say they remain committed to maintaining stable output while strengthening security measures to protect strategic energy facilities and safeguard foreign investments. And from the science and technology news, the giant red star Antares is once again drawing attention as it appears in a striking conjunction with the Moon. Located in the heart of the Scorpius constellation, Antares has inspired myths across ancient civilizations and is one of the brightest stars visible to the naked eye. Astronomers say the celestial pairing offers a spectacular viewing opportunity for sky watchers and astrophotographers without the need for special equipment. NASA's Juno spacecraft has revealed new clues about what lies beneath the surface of Io, Jupiter's most volcanically active moon. Using underground temperature measurements collected during close flybys, scientists found intense heat rising from beneath the crust, offering the clearest picture yet of how Io's hundreds of volcanoes are powered. The findings could also help researchers better understand volcanic activity on Earth and other worlds across the solar system. Apple is facing new supply chain challenges as tensions over Chinese-made memory chips continue to grow. Reports say the company is seeking greater flexibility to source memory components from Chinese manufacturers amid rising costs and global shortages, while U.S. restrictions and national security concerns complicate those plans. Analysts believe the dispute could influence Apple's future production strategy and the wider semiconductor market. And what you might missed from the art and entertainment news, one of Britain's largest children's literature festivals is facing criticism over claims that its programme does not adequately represent writers and creators from diverse ethnic and cultural backgrounds. Authors and publishers have called for fairer representation and more opportunities for emerging voices, arguing that children's literature should reflect the diversity of modern British society. Festival organisers say they take the concerns seriously and are committed to improving inclusion in future editions. Recent genetic studies suggest that modern Egyptians retain a significant share of the genetic heritage of ancient Egyptians, including the pharaonic population. Researchers say DNA analyses of ancient mummies point to long-term population continuity, while also showing that thousands of years of migration and interaction with neighboring peoples have contributed to today's genetic makeup. Scientists stress that identity is shaped by history and culture as well as genetics, and that research in this field continues to evolve. We conclude our roundup with the top sports news stories you might have missed. Andrea Pirlo has spoken publicly after the Italian Football Federation reportedly stepped back from appointing him as national team coach. The current United FC Dubai manager said his work in the UAE should not be viewed through a political lens, responding to criticism over his role as an ambassador for a Russian sports betting company. Pirlo stressed that his love for Italy remains unchanged, regardless of any coaching position. Moroccan coach Walid Regragui has emerged as one of the leading candidates to take charge of the Iraqi national football team, according to media reports. The move is being considered if the Iraqi Football Federation decides to end the tenure of Australian coach Graham Arnold following Iraq's group stage exit from the 2026 FIFA World Cup. No official decision has been announced so far. That was your roundup of what you may have missed today from Voice of Emirates. For the full stories, visit our website and follow us on social media for the latest updates. Thank you for watching. See you next time.